Hello, Madam Mayor. Good day to you, and where are we?
That's always a good question because I've been confused a lot lately because we've been in so many places.
It's been crazy.
So today we are at the Fort Sam Houston Museum in San Antonio, Texas.
It really is a cool looking building. It looks like an old prison building.
It is way cool. I love all the cool buildings we're seeing in San Antonio.
Yep, really neat.
And
so
what's a quadrangle? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's
find out.
Four-sided rectangle, isn't it? A quadrangle?
Oh, so maybe that's the formation
of
this
there you go. It's a square,
that looks
basically.
like a prison.
Fancy word for square.
Yeah.
Well, we were trying to go to the medical museum, but they're closed all the way to June due to a water issue.
I know. That would have been so cool because I've never heard of a medical museum, so I was really interested in that one.
Yeah, because this is the Fort Sam Houston is the Army base for training all of the medical personnel. So when the soldiers go to AIT, this is where they go. When they go for advanced training along the course of their career, this is where they come back to for that training.
Yeah, it's been a pretty busy base so far.
Yep. So, yeah, let's get started. I think it's going to be cool.
I think so too.
So we're coming up to the entrance here.
Of the quadrangle. See?
The Quadrangle, United States Army North.
Headquarters. This is pretty impressive.
I don't know if this is a museum. This seems more like a headquarters building. I don't know. Maybe it's both. Let's check it out. It says it's open to the public. So we're going to have to look at the history of this place because it kind of looks like a prison.
And there's peacocks here too.
There's peacocks in here.
Look at that over there. Right there. Got the beautiful feathers out for you. Got a female. There's a white one over there. There's a whole bunch of them over here. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love peacocks.
He's got his fluffy butt pointed toward us.
It's looking to attract the ladies.
It says don't feed them.
Yes.
What if you can?
Her over there.
What if we can get him to turn around at least?
Maybe we gotta do the peacock call.
I don't know the peacock call.
They're everywhere, all up in the trees. Oh my gosh, this is so
They're up
cool.
in the trees?
Oh yeah. See the tree down there?
Oh yeah, I see them. I want to get around the front of this one because you can't really see them.
Oh, yeah. Maybe walk that way.
Yeah, I'm going to walk around this tree.
Of course, he's going to turn.
He's going to turn.
There he is. He's shaking it.
Uh-oh.
Can't do the dance.
He's trying to get the
He's
attention.
trying to attract the lady over here.
Hey, lady, that's looking pretty good. What do you think?
Oh, there.
Here we go.
Look how beautiful. Those colors.
If he was in the sun. Yep, he's turning again. Well, we'll just go check out this fish pond and see if he decides to turn around.
They're everywhere. Watch your step.
Oh,
They're not afraid of people.
I almost walked right into a peacock.
Watch your step. They're everywhere. Oh, look at this pretty duck. Oh,
Man, something like
koi.
something like this at the house would be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
Oh yes. Look at the sizes on these koi. What a treat. I didn't even expect all this.
And there's a feeder over there. Wow. I'm still wondering why it's called a museum.
They're so big. Look how big they are. Wants to talk to you.
What's up there, buddy?
You gonna quack at him?
These two over here are napping.
That's my Donald Duck voice. Ooh, there's a pretty male peacock white over there.
Oh, a white one.
And that's a male.
I've never seen an all-white peacock.
There's like 4 peacocks in this tree over here. You see?
Yeah, I see them. There's a bunch of them in this tree.
There's even one laying right there in the road.
So there's 4 peacocks in the tree. Here, here.
Oh, look. There's one up in the tree over there.
There's one in the road here. There's one up in the tree. Oh my goodness.
That is way cool. What an extra treat. I wasn't expecting.
These ducks are just sleeping.
Their sun's leaving. They're sleeping. Water features. Oh, there's a water tank. Is he talking to you? Oh, those are pretty.
He's definitely checking us out.
Hi. Say hi, ducky. We're walking into their tree habitat.
Sanctuary here.
This tree is pretty cool. It's huge. And that white one sitting there, look, he wants to say hi.
Oh,
Isn't he beautiful?
yeah.
He's like a peacock haven.
It's like a bird aviary.
Maybe Jeremy needs a tree like this for all his peacocks.
Yeah.
And then he can have even more.
It's a huge bird aviary.
Yeah, it's like a built-in peacock aviary in this huge tree.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of messy, but I can read that.
Yeah.
He said it's like this. Talked to a gentleman a few minutes ago, but he didn't want to go on camera. But it's like the second oldest live oak tree in the state.
Wow.
And it's hard to read through
Because the peacocks
bird
have
poo.
pooped on it. The quadrangle oak.
I don't see where
Selected
it says.
second most
most
historic tree in the area in 1976 maybe?
I think so.
Or 26 by the San Antonio Bicentennial Committee. This tree occupied Government Hill. What the Army established the quartermaster depot here.
Yeah.
Like the oak, the post has grown and developed, sinking its roots deep and spreading its influence far and wide. That's the best I could do with all the bird poop. So.
Yeah. They need to get somebody on cleaning this, maintaining it up.
I don't think that's the top of the priority here.
No, I can tell you Fort Sam Houston is interesting. A lot of history here. It dates back to the early 1800s. And
that tower over there is really cool. We'll have to check that out later. Did you see it?
yeah,
We'll have to check that out
it'd be
later.
cool if you can go up in it, but I'm sure you can't.
Nice wagons.
Yeah.
Here's the museum.
This would be an old supply wagon. So when you hear the word quartermaster, that's a military talk for a supply depot.
There's even peacocks laying down over here.
And the gentleman said there's deer in here also.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That is so cool. What a treat of a place.
Let's check this out.
After you, my dear.
Oh.
Wow.
This is neat.
Look at that.
This might even be better than the Alamo tour. Hello.
How cool. Peacock Sanctuary.
There's somewhere around 40 out there right now.
So the gentleman just said there's 40 peacocks out there, and they've been out there since how long?
1898 when they showed
Wow,
up.
that's a long time.
There's also some deer out there. We've
Oh.
had deer out there since 1886.
Wow.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I think the people got it wrong going to the Alamo. They should have come here.
This is a gorgeous building, even the ceiling. I think it's neat.
Oh, yeah, it's neat. Love the old buildings.
End to end, it's 6 feet 10 inches. Fancy.
That's an epaulette. It goes up on the shoulder.
Yeah, and that's the box that they keep it in
Oh
when
my
they're not
goodness.
using it because it's delicate. Wow. Light artillery saber.
had one of these, and in the bottom comes out, and you can put stuff in the handle, and there's fishing line, a little compass,
Sometimes matches.
hooks, matches, like a
We had
survival
one.
knife.
It was
yeah.
like a Rambo knife.
Yeah,
We had one when we were growing up.
yeah, we got some of those, and if you put this knife onto the case, see where the little hook is right there where I'm pointing?
Yes.
Then it becomes something you can cut with. It'll cut wire.
Wow.
There's a wire cutter at the bottom, and you
We
use
didn't
them
have
like
one
scissors.
as cool as that, though.
Yeah, it'll also attach to your rifle as a bayonet. We got a bunch of those during Desert Storm when they got handed out.
I remember having an old typewriter like this when we were growing up. We used to play on it, and the keys would get all jammed up.
That's when they captured Geronimo and the war was coming to an end.
They have some really neat items in here.
Mm-hmm. They actually tell the story in here of the Alamo, and this is a free museum, and I think there's more stuff in here than they have at the Alamo.
Yeah,
More interesting stuff anyway.
I feel so. Yeah, I feel so.
Man, that's like a pistol, and they put this huge buttstock on it.
A worm handle.
That's neat.
I've never seen one like that.
No.
Look at this belt. It's called a hate belt. A belt decorated with insignia, coins, or buttons taken from an enemy you had destroyed. However, many such belts included items from both friendly and enemy armies.
A hate belt.
Very different.
Yeah, we're getting a little more modern now because I'm remembering some of this stuff. I believe they still wear this cross today. This is a subdued one that you have as your branch insignia is worn on your collar. Some people know you're in the chaplain service.
Pretty
Yeah.
fancy there.
Infantry sergeant.
You see this Filipino spear? It's 6 feet 6 inches long from spear tip to butt tip. It says you could do some social distancing with that.
Yeah, you could. So the hospital here is a military teaching hospital. Brooke Army Medical Center, they call it BAMC. It hasn't changed since I was in the military. I had heard of it too.
Look at that old bag and all the old pills and prescription pad.
Oh, we got the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers aircraft in here. Taking your wife to work.
Some interesting pieces in here. This little portable typewriter,
Yeah.
camera.
I remember being issued these sweaters. It just didn't have a collar on it. They were itchy. Nobody liked them because they were itchy.
That would have drove me nuts. Pigeon carrier.
The real dog tag.
A service buzzer used for Morse code.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot to see in here.
Really
It's
is.
really hard to get it all in a video, so if you're ever in the San Antonio area, this is open to the public. So as a civilian, you should be able to just sign on to the base, tell them you're going to the museum, and go to the museum. There's a lot to see. We're not going to be able to get it all in this video. This looks like the barracks that we stayed in at Fort Lee, Virginia. That was my AIT base, and I went back there periodically throughout my career. But these are the barracks, and they're not there anymore. They've torn them down, but that's what we stayed in. So the soldiers today have it easy as far as living conditions. They were not air conditioned nor heated.
Wonder if that's a relative of Jessica's.
Ooh. I don't know. She'll have to leave a comment in the comments.
Yeah, drop us a comment if you know, Jessica.
That's it. If you know, you know. Reception Center at Godfield.
Some good paintings. Check out those boots.
Some boot kickers there. Those are cool looking.
Yeah, they're fancy. And this violin was made by hand.
Wow.
And then you get tiny little deck of cards. Those must have been a challenge to play with. Oh, wow. Here's some Army issue women's underwear.
There you go. It's almost like a girdle.
That's pretty neat. Ration books.
Now, I remember when I came in 85, 86, they had ration cards. If you went overseas, then your gas or your liquor and some of your commissary items, that you had to record them on your ration card because you had limited numbers you could get. And I believe you could have like one bottle of liquor a month or two whatever of beer per month, so you were rationed.
It kept you in line.
Yeah, but that didn't last long. It went away soon after I was in. But I do remember having a ration card in Turkey. More modern. I'm going to remember some of this now. Yeah, I've fired those. And I fired these. And this one. They basically went from the M16 to, I believe that's the M16A2, M16A1. This had the collapsible stock. You can extend the stock or collapse the stock for urban warfare. That was the idea behind making it shorter. cold weather parka. $54 below zero. Prosthetics.
They've come a long way with those too.
Yeah, the military was the first to start experiencing with the prosthetics. These were the uniforms we wore over in Desert Storm. And then they got a little fancier over here. Dress blues.
Ranger.
Yeah. Yep, he's got the Ranger tab, and this is a expert parachutist and Pathfinder. And then up on top, the CIB, the combat infantryman's with the wreath, makes him an expert, with probably a star on top too. And here we have a newer looking fatigues. These are the colonel here. And then a staff sergeant, an E6 there, and this one predates this one. Three-star general, and this is how you used to wear your badges, so you could wear 3 up and 1 down. But this is your air assault. He was a master parachutist, so he was airborne qualified. And the combat infantryman's badge.
Tower of Power.
That's the Tower of Power, they call it. Yeah.
Tower of
If
Power,
you had
baby.
those, if you had 2 or 3 of these, you got more respect than you did with the rank. I was in all 3 of these conflicts, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and what was the third one? I forget what the third one was called. But there are 3 campaigns, basically 1 combat, 3 campaigns.
Special Forces Ranger. 2 stars.
Yeah, 2-star general, he's up there. The General Officer Command for the installation. Staff Sergeant Vargas. Instructor of the Year, medical training.
264th Medical Battalion.
I believe that's here, still here. Let's see what we got over here. So much stuff.
It's a really interesting museum.
It's interesting to read some of this stuff, especially if you were involved in some of it. Now, this is before my time, but everybody remembers D-Day, or at least remembers about it. That looks more like jungle warfare, like Vietnam era. That yellow one there in the middle is the 1st Cavalry Division at Fort Hood. Now they've renamed it to something ridiculous. Cavazos.
Yeah.
It's always Fort Hood to me. did. And now they're willing to spend the money to put it back.
They could have used that money to fix the roads on these bases.
Yeah, the roads on this base are horrendous. I don't know much about the Philippines. I never was stationed over there. All right, so we just finished up the inside museum part.
It reminds me of when we were in the dry tortugas.
It does. It looks like the dry
Sitting in the middle
tortugas.
of it.
And it's very dry and has about the same wind going on.
Except for there was no peacocks there, and there's
No.
a bunch here.
They
Look
said
at how many white ones there are.
they said there's probably over 40 peacocks in here. 40.
Yeah. Look at the white ones though. Those are so cool because you don't see those very often.
No, you don't.
Coming over here, he wants something from you.
They're probably used to being fed.
Even though you're not supposed to feed them, I'm sure people do.
Yeah, they are coming over.
Hey, they want to say hi. Oh, maybe I'll shake a tail feather for us.
They're thinking you're going to drop food down.
They're very friendly because they're so used to people. I think that's
Yeah.
the main attraction here. So you can get really close to these guys.
Yeah.
Look, he's coming closer. Hi. What do you think happened if I...
Oh, they must be feeding them over there. Look. They're all going that way.
How are you? Come over to say hi? I think he wants to be my friend and come home with me. What do you think? Can we take him home?
I think he eats too much. He-
Hi. You're beautiful.
Oh, they're
Want to show us
beautiful.
your tail
Yeah.
feathers? What?
They're beautiful.
They are. I love the color. Look at those gorgeous tail feathers.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Even the peacocks.
He said, you gonna feed me or what? Are you gonna feed me or what?
So these peacocks, we've been told they've been in this quadrangle inside this area since the early 1800s.
What are you doing?
There's over 40 of them in here today.
Just hanging out. He's just hanging out.
Yeah. So this was dedicated to us, or us being the United States, from Brazil. The guy was telling us the story of it. So, what did you think of the Quadrangle Museum?
I love this actually. Not only is the museum very interesting, but being in the middle of the quadrangle is awesome. There's like this piece where you're away from everything and there's peacocks and deer and it's just gorgeous. It kind of reminded me of being in the dry tortugas, just sitting in the middle there in that peacefulness. And there's a crazy breeze and it's giving me crazy hair.
Yeah, bad hair. And the air here is very dry. It's less than 10%
I
humidity.
know. I don't think I have enough moisturizer to be here for very long.
Yeah, it's like drying everything up. Lips, ears, shins, feet, everything's
But it
dry.
is peaceful, beautiful.
Yeah.
More people should come and visit this because this is just an awesome experience.
It sure is. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would.
Yeah, I did too. And guess how much it costed?
0.
Yeah, free.
Free. Wow, they make tanks that can go a lot faster than 30 now. They can go up to 60 miles an hour and faster with the new strikers.
What I want for my birthday.
What's that?
This. I want to drive this tank.
I don't think I could afford to put fuel in that tank.
Man, I think it would be so cool to drive a tank.
It would be fun, yeah.